Welcome to IBM Support TV, where we answer questions and share technical support information, hints, and tips on IBM products.
The Decision Center consoles share functionality such as creating and editing rules. However, the Business Console provides testing and simulation environments and editors for rule flows and decision operations. The consoles have different services for opening branches. Let's open the Mini Loan Service Tour branch in the Enterprise console. You use drop-down menus to select the branch and then open a new tab to view the branch. Now let's open the same branch in the Business Console. You open the Library tab and locate the branch in a decision service. You control which artifacts are displayed in the branch. Now the Tour branch is open in both consoles. Note that the consoles share the same Decision Center repository, so they use the same branch and its artifacts. Let's look at the branch's artifacts in the different consoles. The folders are organized differently and use different tool icons. The Business Console also displays all the artifacts in the main view. The rule editors vary between the consoles. Let's open the Mini Loan Credit Score rule in the consoles to see the differences. The Enterprise console uses icons and fields where the rule can be changed. You update a variable by clicking its field and entering a new amount. In the Business Console, you locate the rule and click the Edit icon. Click on the variable to change its value. Now let's look at a decision table. In the Enterprise console, click the Quick Edit button for the repayment and score decision table. We'll change the max credit score in the first row. In changing the score, we create an error. The error message explains the overlap problem. We fix the problem by changing 200 to 300 in the second row. Now we do the same operation in the Business Console. First, we use the breadcrumbs to return to the decision artifacts. Then we open the same decision table. Because we did not save our changes in the Enterprise console, the table does not show the changes in the Business Console. We update the first row by changing 200 to 300. After entering a new value in the decision table, click the Optimize button. The yellow triangles indicate an error. To display an error message in the Business Console, hover over one of the triangles. We update the second row and click the Optimize button. The table no longer displays an error. Now let's look at the Ruleflow in the Enterprise Console. Click the Preview button to view the mini-loan Ruleflow. You cannot edit the Ruleflow in the Enterprise Console to add or remove rules or to change the flow of decisions. In the Business Console, use the breadcrumbs to return to the decision artifacts. Click the mini-loan Ruleflow to see it in the preview window. Now click the Edit button to open the Ruleflow editor. The editor includes tools to add and change nodes and links. In the Business Console, you can find a decision operation. The decision operation defines the rule application that is deployed to the execution server. The Business Console displays the decision operation and includes an editor for updating the artifact. You cannot view or edit the decision operation in the Enterprise Console. You can create artifacts in both consoles. Let's look at the services for creating action rules. In the Enterprise Console, you select the Action Rule Editor in the Compose tab. The editor contains a series of steps to guide you through the process of defining an action rule. In the Business Console, you select New Rule from a drop-down menu in a project folder. Then you create the rule by giving it a name and defining its logic. Both consoles use a completion menu to define rules. You can also make a decision table that represents a group of rules that share the same logic but use different variables. The Enterprise Console takes you through a series of steps to define the table. In the Business Console, you select New Decision Table from a drop-down menu in a project file. You define the individual columns to compose the rule logic that is applied to the variables in the table. You orchestrate the flow of data and the application of rules in rule flows. You cannot create rule flows in the Enterprise Console. The Business Console contains a complete editor for making rule flows. You can create and define nodes and links to direct the flow of decisions among rules. The Business Console can run tests and simulations. You define and run the tests and simulations in the Business Console. The results are used to refine the rules in the decision service. A test compares the output from running a decision service with expected results. The test report shows the success of the results. A simulation shows the output from running a decision service against test data. You can use fictitious or real data. The report from a simulation can graphically display results. If you're switching to the Business Console, you can rely on it to further your success with the Decision Center.
Thanks for watching this episode of IBM Support TV. Please leave a comment with topics you would like to see in future episodes. Until then, stay tuned.